Nelson, 32 years, and Makis Dedrinos, well, he's been in situ for about a couple of weeks now.
Tonight's first game of the nighttime session. First, the starting five of the Greece national team. At one of the board positions.
So there's the starting lineup. Galakteros, Christodoulou, Patavoukas, Sigalis, Giannakis. Same starting five, I think, as against the Croats.
One difference there, Simon, no Zikos. That was an experiment on behalf of Dedrinos, and he put Zikos in there to try and nullify Raja. But back to his normal starting five tonight, including Galakteros.
The starting five of the USA national
And
team.
for the USA, well, they're not starting once more with Shaquille O'Neal. Larry Johnson starts this time. Dominic Wilkins, Alonzo Mourning, Mark Price, and Dan Marley. So a very quick team, that is.
And that's the seventh different starting five that Don Nelson has put out on the floor.
But you can bet your bottom dollar that if it does get rough and tough and they have a difficult time at the beginning, Shaquille O'Neal will be drafted in pretty quickly. Two referees, Mr. Ljungbrand from Finland and Mr. Rodriguez. Two experienced officials for what should be a really entertaining game. So the start of the first semi-final. Wilkins, Price. The three-pointer to start. Now here's Giannakis. And shooting touch there for both. Sigalis getting the three. Patavoukas. Here's Giannakis. Looking for Sigalis, but just a little bit too enterprising early on.
Nice relaxed start, though, from Greece. Absolutely nothing to lose. Out there to enjoy themselves. And a great block there from Patavoukas.
Yes, on Alonzo Mourning. Here's Giannakis. Christodoulou. And a comfortable rebound for Alonzo Mourning. Price goes for three again. Wilkins. And here's Marley. And a second three-pointer for Mark Price.
Well, if it's not Reggie Miller, then it's Mark Price shooting from downtown. That's 67% for Price already. And Patavoukas, a nice turnaround shot.
Over Alonzo Mourning. Price then with a fast break, but loses it. USA with only 2 gold medals to their credit in World Championships. The last in Spain in '86, the previous one in Rio back in '54.
A replay there of that Patavoukas block. That will give him a lot of confidence after having less than a good game against Croatia.
Patavoukas again over Mourning, but Wilkins brings it down. Price. With his shooting touch better than his passing at the moment. Here's Giannakis. Rebound Wilkins. Price once more. Marley with time and space. So far it's only Price who can find the hoop. Giannakis.
And Greece need Christodoulou just to get 1 or 2 threes in, just to draw the defense out. That would give Patavoukas just that bit more space inside. Here he is again.
Christodoulou. Giannakis forced to go almost vertical over Mourning, and he should have made the second one. Price.
Make it or bring it back out again. That's Patavoukas. Just rush that second shot.
Here's Marley. It's all going on inside. Wilkins, lovely move over Sigalis.
Foul charge against
Christodoulou with the foul.
Unfortunate for Christodoulou there, because Sigalis was doing a superb job on defense, and Christodoulou just stepped in to help him, but fouled.
Confirmation of the USA's unparalleled record. Although Croatia, of course, are 6-0 as well, but not quite as impressive stats within each game. And Greece losing to Puerto Rico in the opening round and to Croatia by 26 in the second. But at one stage they were worrying them sick. Midway through the second half, they had a wonderful spelling. It was 8 unanswered points, might have been 10.
And a lot of that came from the Greek bench as well, if my memory serves me correctly.
Oh yes, rejection by Mourning, I think. This is Price. Mourning at both ends. Sigalis missing out. And so does Dominic Wilkins. It's frenetic under there, and Vazoula's doing well. Well played, the Greeks.
Well, they stuck to their task, the Greeks, not overawed, and get a layup for their efforts at the other end. Sigalis, 8-6 the score.
Four minutes gone. Mourning. Terrific rebound from Christodoulou.
That was tremendous from 29-year-old Christodoulou.
Yanakis. Yanakis' shooting touches suddenly deserted him in the last few days. Mali, lucky to get it to Price with space, but not that time. Plenty of time here. They didn't come for him, but now Price has gone a little cool. And Yanakis sleeping.
Greece doing a good job on the defensive boards, but they cannot afford to throw that away. And the look on Sigalis' face says it all.
Well, it wasn't the greatest of passes, but if Yanakis had been watching closely, he'd have got it. There's Christodoulou, and there's that rejection by Alonzo Mourning.
Seats 9 and 10. You are the lucky seat winner, and will be moved to courtside.
Spectacular action. And it's the USA only leading by 2.
You must remain in your seats.
Will be a little dispirited, I think, at the way his shooting has started. And there's the USA's percentage, which started, I think, almost like 2 from 2, is now 2 from 14.
You know, as a coach, Simon, I think I'd take Yanakis off just for a minute or so, just to wind him up a little bit, because he's not performing at the moment. He's going through the motions, and perhaps he just needs a little reminder that he's got responsibilities out there.
Wilkins inside to Mourning, and makes Vazoula completely mistime that jump.
I think you could call that drawing a foul. Fake, fake, and go into the man. That's lovely skills there from Alonzo Mourning. Very clever play as well.
Alonzo Mourning, second-round draft pick in 1992, originally from Georgetown. Now play, of course, for the Charlotte Hornets. So 9-6. Sigalis, Yanakis. Galacteros. And the lead just one. Mourning. Oh, wonderful move.
The original sky hook there from Mourning.
Mark Price. And Wilkins restores a 6-point advantage.
There's just no predictability about this American team. The Greeks would be expecting Mark Price and Dan Marley to be the three-point men, but then Dominic Wilkins comes up with one as well.
It's a little unlucky, that sideline possession for the Greeks.
What Don Nelson would do to have this team as his team at the Golden State. But a nice hook shot there from Patavoukas, 14-10. Mind you, I think the salary cap may have some implications there.
Price goes for three. And the rebound. And at last, Giannakis makes it. The feed off from Sigalis. And the lead down to 1. 6.5 minutes gone. Giannakis again. And Price gets the steal. And Sigalis almost mugs him as he moves around. But Giannakis a little bit too casual again.
Guilty of two very important turnovers. Paniotis, Giannakis, and without those, who knows, the Greeks could even be in the lead. Sigalis did a great job to get the rebound, but then had to foul. Otherwise, Mark Price was wide open.
Larry Johnson, good spin, but the finger roll not up to the first part of the move. But playing good, temperate, thinking basketball. The Greeks, Christodoulou, Mourning with a rebound. Price draws the foul on Giannakis.
Yeah, Price has definitely got the upper hand over Giannakis at the moment. And Giannakis needs to sort his head out because he's got a very glum expression on his face after that mauling that they got from Croatia. He needs to forget that and just get on with this game.
Price. What a slow tempo to the start.
And all credit to the Greeks, they've not gone for the stall offense, which many other teams do against the United States. And a good block again from Fasoulis. And a good game on defense.
Sigalis. Well, it's judged a foul, and none of them like it. Foul on Wilkins.
As a matter of fact, Simon, I think there was a foul there, but I just think it was called very late. And Dominic Wilkins thought he'd got away with it. Off on a break. And the whistle went very, very late indeed.
But the consternation shows that they are getting a little alarmed with the way that this match is progressing. Patavoukas. Christodoulou.
That's the lead.
Coming down to 8 minutes gone. And a 1-point lead for the Greeks. Marley. Nothing going for them at the moment. Here's Giannakis. Another basket here would really set the cat amongst the pigeons. Sigalis goes for three. No one in for the rebound. Price away.
Greece's problem is, can Sigalis, Fasoulis, and Christodoulou maintain the pace on the defensive boards? What a magnificent 3-on-1 break from Greece. They are 3 up. And Giannakis appealing to the crowd to get behind them, and I don't think there's any danger that they won't.
Price. Oh, bad hands, but it was just flicked away at a crucial moment. And Don Nelson looks like a man who's got out the wrong side of bed this morning. And there's the critical move from Christodoulou, and there's the fast break.
For the Kellogg's three-point shootout. Tonight's participant,
So, USA with a really dreadful field goal percentage, just 18%, which is as low as it's been at any stage. Greece at 44. Nothing to write home about, but substantially better.
18%. And there we are. There's the man. An enforced substitution, I would call that.
Well, every time in this tournament he's been brought on to do a job, he's done it magnificently, and one's needed here. And the crowd responding to Shaq's presence on the court. Here's Sigalis, Christodoulou. Marley with the interception, but is that a foul as well?
Foul charge number 9, Dan Marley, his first, team second.
So Sigalis with the inbounds. Here's Yanakis. A bit of a prayer there.
And absolutely no attempt at an offensive rebound. Yeah, fairly obvious reasons.
I guess it was. Straight away, Marley hits his first three-pointer of the night. And somehow the others do seem to respond when O'Neal gets on court. Fazoulis. And O'Neal just takes it away. Yanakis. And Fazoulis would have been more difficult. It was more difficult to miss than to score then. And Shaquille O'Neal gets the dunk.
Well, the man has turned the game around. But almost an interception from Yanakis. And I tell you what, Mark Price very fortunate not to have an over-the-back foul called on him. But Shaquille got the interception from Fazoulis.
It really was some miss from Fazoulis there. Galacteros, number 10. This is Yanakis. And O'Neal.
USA ball.
Ball pushed away by Fazoulis, so it's USA possession.
For the Greece national team, number 4, Bakatsias, and number 11.
Here's O'Neal coming in, and he doesn't miss from that range. Averaging 20 points a match. And screaming at his teammates to raise their game. O'Neal.
Greece have responded to the presence of Shaquille O'Neal by taking Fazoulis out and putting that man there on court, Christos Zikos. Perhaps Coach Dedrinos feels that a little bit of muscle is required, and I wouldn't argue with him.
So Shaq to the line. Amazing to me that he was only in the NBA third team this year. Could never quite understand that. Rookie of the year last year. Leading field goal percentage in the USA.
All that says to me, Simon, is imagine what the first and second teams were like.
But there is an anti-Shaq element in the States. Some people less than impressed, but I think his performances here will have done a little bit more to sway almost total opinion his way. Zikos.
Great communication again from the Americans. Shaq behind you, and he responded immediately, but even he cannot accept a pass like that.
So it's USA by 3. Past the midway point in this first half. Yanakis. And Zikos does well.
Good rebound from young Zikos, but just stepped out of bounds. And he's definitely gone in there to play a role. And I hope that role is just merely to give Fazoulis a bit of a breather, because Zikos has no offense other than setting picks and rebounding.
So Kevin Johnson, you on. He's got better and better as the tournament's progressed. Not Reggie Miller, though. And he misses there.
Again, a good defensive rebound from George Sigalis.
Christodoulou. So sideline possession for the Greeks.
The American hands are so quick. Whenever the Greeks think they've got a ball, a loose ball or a rebound, there's an American hand in there reaching in and denying them.
So timeout, 7:54 left in the first half. USA in front now, but only by 3.
Catch all the action under the backboards and above the hoops with FIBA Basketball Monthly. The slams, the jams, all in a magazine packed with profiles and full-color action photos. Plus a free Giant Superstar poster in every issue. Subscribe now and receive a fan pack of your favorite team and a free Molten basketball. FIBA Basketball Monthly. 24 pounds in the UK, $45 internationally. For more information or to subscribe, call or write now.
So the USA percentage 28. Still unbelievable. And this team didn't have the charisma of Dream Team 1, but everyone said it had all the pieces in the jigsaw, and when it fitted together, it would be just as impressive a unit. And at times it's looked that way. Not tonight.
And the Greeks passed the ball in on that American press so comfortably then. Very smart move from Patavoukas to come high for the ball.
Here's Christodoulou. O'Neal sends Dumars away. Joe Dumars. 3 for him, the lead up to 8. Time for a couple more offenses.
Americans must feel very thankful for Mark Price, Reggie Miller and Joe Dumars for their outside threat in this game.
Christodoulou into Vazulis. Bakatsias. And Miller sends him spinning to the floor. Don't think that was intentional.
No, that was just a good move from Bakatsias, but look at the glare. It looks a good kill. And, you know, it's about even, Reggie Miller and Bakatsias at the moment. Reggie Miller's getting the 3-pointers, but Bakatsias, he's winning that little battle at the other end.
So this will be the last possession and the last shot of the half. Vazulis goes from outside, should have made it. And they've got it back and they've got time to put up a quick one. It's got to be quick, and it is. Sean Kemp with the move of the half. And it's the kind of move that can get them into the locker room at halftime with some kind of spirit, because it's been decidedly lacking. So it's USA 40, Greece 30 at halftime. And what a finish.
Be sure to stick and stay in your seats for tonight's halftime.
Yes, the Greek coaching situation pretty complicated. The original coach, Ethemis Kimotsoglou, had a ruck with Vazulis over a disciplinary matter. There's Vazulis in picture, who stayed out one night, went to a nightclub and didn't report in. And Kimotsoglou said to the association, it's either him or me. And it might have been the wrong thing to say, because Vazulis is there and Coach K is not.
Well, I hope Coach Dedrinos gets some consideration at least, because he's done an awfully good job in a very tough situation. If he comes away 4th or even 3rd, then should really be given a lot of consideration for the hot spot next year.
Here's Sigalis, still only 23 years old. He's part of the future of Greek basketball with Bakatsias, Patavoukas, and of course, the best of all, potentially, Efthemis Orentsias, the 18-year-old. Mali.
Zikos, own score. That goes down to the American captain, Joe Dumars, or Reggie Miller, if they're on court.
And they're so alert now. What a contrast their expressions are from the first half.
There you go, that's last basket. Well, actually, we'll give Alonzo Mourning that. He's probably got a hand on it as well. And there's Mourning again.
He's certainly been fired up, Alonzo, in the second half, and the bench beginning to enjoy Mourning's aggression, because that's what it's been. Here's the youngster, Rencius. That wasn't terribly impressive. Kevin Johnson.
Well, that was the veritable brick from Kevin Johnson there.
It's run and gun at the moment.
USA ball. Substitution for the USA team. 12, Dominic Wilkins.
This morning. And again, he gets a basket under the severest pressure.
And Zikos obviously attempting to get out of the way there. So referee thought, well, I won't call the 5th foul on the Greek number 11. But Alonzo Mourning, he's done a lot of damage in there, a lot of physical work, and takes a break and enjoys the point with Derek Coleman.
Smith new on. Smith, who's had less time on court than practically any of the others. Indeed, any of the others. He's from Miami. He led Miami in assists last year, but not been too much of an influence in this tournament so far. Who knows? He might be in the final, because it looks for sure now that they're there. Petru new on. And the bench very much in evidence now. Petru's there, Rencius is there. And the American bench too, but they're of a slightly different nature. Oh, that's a super move. Bakatsias.
Well, what Reggie Miller can do, Bakatsias can do as well. May have been a stroke of good fortune there, though. Actually, I don't think he was actually looking at the basket when he shot. Well, he certainly was. Wilkins from 3.
And the lead up to 36. So, I was saying earlier on, it's not going to be a 40-point ball game or more, but it could very much be like that. Greeks have got their bench on, and the Americans are firing away, enjoying it. And looking prolific.
Well, if the Greeks have set a target, they've got about 4 minutes in which to limit the Americans scoring less than 100. It's 81 at the moment.
And they all touched it there. Smith at the end of it.
Almost looks as though they're working to get Steve Smith into a confident mood.
Patavoukas, Bakatsias. But the will's gone out of the Greeks now. Bakatsias getting the 2 and a bonus shot.
And showing good skills there, shooting left-handed.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about enough?
Back to the action and the closing stages of this first semi-final. Yes, the Greeks don't look as if it's the end of the world.
No, it's nice to see the Greek fans well behaved, even in defeats. A few glum faces there, but they've had a good tournament. They can be proud of their contribution.
Kevin Johnson. To Larry Johnson. Larry Johnson not been used over much by Don Nelson. He's looked mighty effective when he's been on.
Now, most basketball coaches are happy to have 7 or 8 players, but Don Nelson really has got a surfeit of riches on his bench. I just find it very difficult to satisfy everybody.
Miley.
Greeks back in a damage limitation zone.
Miley again. And he makes it look so easy.
And there's the 40-point margin.
Miley, who scored those record 192 three-pointers last year, a new NBA record. It's been Miller who's stealing the limelight from outside most of the time here, though. Bakatsias.
Well, there's confidence for you from an 18-year-old. That's one generation of Greek basketball on the bench, Patavoukas. And the new generation on the foul line, Bakatsias.
Recently played in the European Junior Championships. This is his first senior championships. And what memories he's going to have from them.
You know, we've got some big kids in England, Simon, and it's just a pity that they don't get the exposure that young Greek big kids get.
Talent might have something to do with it.
We've got some talented kids as well, you know. Just they don't get the opportunity to play too often.
Patavoukas. Bakatsias. And he's looking good.
Nothing if not confident.
So just under 2 minutes left. Wilkins from outside.
So 1.5 minutes, and let's see if the Greeks can contain the Americans and stop them scoring 9 points. Keep them under 100.
Johnson. Not that time from Larry Johnson. And a good dump off in the basket for Patavoukas.
Well, I think the Greeks are going to achieve that, keeping them under 100, unless we get a proliferation of long threes now in the last 40 seconds.
Oh, lovely ball from Patavoukas. Milanes doing all he can, but Smith wasn't going to wait any longer.
That's the luxury of knowing that it doesn't matter if you foul. 91-54 in the dying seconds.
Milanes with his 40th cap tonight. 25 years old, another one who we're going to see a lot more of in international basketball, which has been so strong in Greece since they won the European title 7 years ago in Athens. Smith showing the coach that he can play a bit. And the lead up to 38. And this presumably the last offense of the match. Well, Patavoukas saw the opportunity and wasn't going to hang around when he saw it. So one quick offense and mistakes. Oh! Smith it is. What a finish he had. Richie Miller would have been proud of that. So the final score, 97-58. And you're looking at the game's top scorer, but no one shot from further out than this one from Steve Smith.
Good performance from the Greeks. It's just a shame they only scored 30 in the first half and 28 in the second. So really we can say the Americans did it at the defensive end of the court.
And the man who made the difference in that crucial period at the end of the first half, Shaquille O'Neal.
Hej, hej NBA, zapraszamy do magazynu NBA Action, przypominając, że trwają finały NBA 97. Oto zestawienie par na wschodzie i zachodzie, które przyniosło nam